Hi, Brad from Rainwise. Today we're going to go over adding sensors to your TeleMet II device. And when I say that, I mean in the sense of the receiving device being able to accept the information coming from your Mark III weather station. So first thing we're going to do is go to rainwise.com. At that point, we're going to go to support. We're going to go to manuals and downloads. And we're going to scroll down to RainWise.net, Web Solutions, Manuals and Downloads, and RainWise Term Software. So we're going to click this, we're going to download it, we're going to install it, and we're going to run it. So the only thing you might need if you are not running like a Windows 10 where it's going to automatically detect and install whatever drivers you need, if you're running an older version, you might need to install this and potentially update it. If you have questions, just leave in the comments. I'll do my best for you. But beyond that, you should be good to go from there. So at that point, we are going to connect the USB to our computer and then directly to the TeleMet device. Now, this is the USB cord that should come with every TeleMet that we send out. So it's like a USB to mini USB. And then we would open up the software, click connect. Now, I don't know which COM it's on, so just for yucks, you might want to do this just to make sure. So I clicked Device Manager, bring this up, and we're looking under ports, common LPT. So I know it's not one of these two. It's definitely one of these two, but I don't know which one it is. So I'm just going to unplug it from the TeleMet. You can do this in reverse as well. Look to see which one is gone, which it looks like COM13. We're going to plug it back in. COM13 should pop right back up. Hey, COM13. Okay, so COM13 is right. Close this guy out, and we're going to hit connect. You do not need to change the baud rate, just as a point of reference. So down the bottom, you'll see connected, COM13 in the baud rate. Up here, you will see the blinking like prompt. So I always start with pressing enter, just in case some weirdness is there. Because if you start off a command with an inappropriate letter, there is no backspace. That's what backspace looks like. Can't do it. So you always have to start over. So if you make a mistake and you're trying to type, I'm going to go for header, and I do something like that, I'm just going to press enter. So I can just start fresh. So on here, on your header, it's telling you what it's looking for. So some of them are standard. So timestamp, temp out, humidity, pressure, wind direction, wind speed, wind gust, rain, station battery, all standard, all normal. Every station is going to have them. So will the checksum at the end, which is kind of irrelevant for what we're doing right now. The other ones, local battery is irrelevant. Leaf wet is an added one. Leaf wet minutes is added when you add leaf wetness. Soil moisture is an added one. Those are going to be on agricultural units. So I'm just going to go through the command list. One of the things you might have is solar irradiance. So I'm literally just going to type in solar equals enable. Whenever something's good or it accepts a command, it gives you an OK. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through leaf wetness because that is another one. Leaf equals enable. Same thing with soil. So that's solar irradiance, leaf wetness, soil moisture. That is a pretty standard agricultural unit, but you know what? You might also have soil temp. So at that point, we're going to put T1 equals enable. So that is your standard array of items that you can have on an agricultural expansion board. So those are the things you may want to enable in there. And to double check if you have enabled them, we're going to go for header again. And so it shows me my solar radiation, my temp one, my leaf wet, my soil moisture. I'm happy. So you want to turn them off, same thing in reverse. See? Boom. So that would be turning it on and then turning it off. If you have those sensors and you want to read the data, you definitely need to have them enabled in your TeleMet device. Another thing that you might need to go through is if you have just the standard expansion board, you might need to do UV equals enable. That is pretty much the array of items. There is a T2 as well, which is another temp 2 slot. So some units have those, not too many.